Morning, YouTube. Well, today, let's visit the Petrified Forest. The other end of this 28-mile road is the Painted Desert. We're gonna go check that out, and let's go. So this massive tree, back in the Triassic period, this area was part of Pangaea, the massive supercontinent, and we were about at the equator. This was forested, rivers run through it, and ancient relatives of the modern day crocodiles lived in this area. There's a shot of one of the skulls. But the way what we see here today, the way all this formed, and there are pieces literally everywhere, but the way it formed was these trees eventually died, branches, and for the most part bark came off, and they fell into a stream or river that ran through right here, and they washed down, got stuck in a bank, ended up getting covered in sand and mud, which sealed away the bacteria that would have rotted the wood. And over the eons, the silica from the sand and other minerals soaked in, and the wood became petrified. So here's a nice cross section. You can actually see some of the growth rings. So this is Old Faithful. Yep. And on this spot, on March 1st, 1931, Albert Einstein stood here. So I'm standing in the footprint of Albert Einstein. I think he's smarter than me. So rather than have me just ramble on about some of the cool and beautiful spots I see, and they're way in the distance, I'm going to do some still shots, and I'll share those with you. Maybe get some decent ones. Right now I'm in the Badlands area, so just stay tuned for some nice still shots. So I paced this one out to be about 120 feet to the point where it goes back in the ground, and it's still 3 feet across, so it's probably got another 60 foot on top of that. And this one's pretty cool, it's still got, it looks like the bark is still on it. And this one, I'm going to go with its first time I've run across a log. Well, not the first time I found one this big, but this one would be 4.5 feet DBH for you forestry students. I can see why they call this area the Crystal Forest, because There is just so many. Another huge one, still mostly buried. Just so many pieces of the old petrified log. I've seen recently dead cedar logs, which is what this used to be, that were breaking apart like this. So that Class A that's pulling away, those people just told me that they're jealous. They like mine. No payments. This cleft in the big rock right here, and down there's a little spiral petroglyph. I don't know if you can see it, but that would have been a mark when for the summer solstice shine through. Looks like somebody's did their foot. Alright, YouTube, that's another day here at the Petrified Forest and Painted Desert. We'll leave it off with a nice view of the Painted Desert as I'm about to get back on I-40, which runs where 66 used to run, and look for a spot to spend the night. And I will see you on the next video. See where I end up next. Bye, YouTube.